hear that this is a one and only in our careers. Further ado, I'd like to present to you Mr. Patrick Delaney. We like to call him P. Diddy Delaney. He's on the beatbox, and then we've got Mr. Ron Pretley, the Pratt Dog. He's on the mic. And Travis, we call our little song Red and Nerdy.
It's Travis from Southin. I just had to say that to you all one last time. It's strange to think that this truly is the last time. The last time that we'll all be here on the same gym floor that 4 years ago we walked across as timid grade 9s. Tonight, we will all walk across this same gym floor as confident adults. This is the last time that each of our own special memories of Georgian Bay Secondary School will be this fresh in our minds and in our hearts. Okay, so you didn't think I was going to be all sad and emotional, did you? Come on. We got to talk about all the hilarious stuff that went down right here at GBSS. Like all the awesome spirit assemblies where we'd have the treat of seeing Mr. and Mrs. Johns go head-to-head in a dance competition to Lady Gaga. That was memorable. Or, like the time when we got to see Mrs. Raven Bell redefine the term ballin' with her mad skills in the staff-student basketball game. That was impressive. And also, we have to take this moment to recognize Cam Fady's amazing hallway stride. Some of the best memories came from all the different groups and clubs we had at GBSS. Now, when I was first chosen as valedictorian, I had the ingenious idea of giving little slips to every homeroom class so you guys could write down, what you're involved in and your special memories. So I included in the speech. This failed in two ways. First, I accidentally handed the slips to the grade 11s. And you guys had some interesting comments, to say the least. When I finally did get the actual sheets back from you guys, the grade 12s, they were completely useless because you guys are involved in so many different things. And that's not very good because I'm trying to make some sort of common trend with these things. So, sorry guys, but I didn't use them in the speech. When I was thinking about all the clubs and groups we had at GBSS, I realized that one of the things that really said a lot about our school was the fact that the closest thing we had to drug deals in the hallways was when Save would hustle popsicles to support some third world country. That was good, but that's not my favorite Save memory. My favorite Save memory was when we decided in grade 12 that we wanted to raise awareness for the humanitarian crisis in Congo. And our idea to do this was to have a conga line in the cafeteria at lunch. You guys remember this day. What we all remember, the lesson we all learned is that if you ever have a very crowded room and you need to just kind of clear it, don't yell bomb or start throwing food or anything. Just get a megaphone and yell out, conga line! And trust me, people just scatter. The music program. The music program was something that meant a lot to everyone here. Whether you toiled for hours in the music room on Thursday nights, or if you just had the pleasure of hearing the performance that won us, the 6th straight Kiwanis Gold Medal or something. No one's counting. Now, on the topic of Mr. Delaney, I think he deserves a quick round of applause. This guy had the wherewithal to pull off a truly amazing GBSS Idol competition and conduct a gold medal winning orchestra, all while suffering the unfortunate mental delusions that come along with being an Ottawa Senator student. Yes, and then the outdoor leadership program called Pursuits. Now, if you're in this room, odds are you're in one of these two categories. Either you're in Pursuits, or you're everyone else who wishes they were, but would never, ever say that. Because supposedly, we would rather be inside doing calculus tests than, chilling around campfires, having amazing snow fort building competitions, hanging around with friends, playing games all day, going on awesome canoe trips. I'm pretty sure the list goes on. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is I wish I joined Pursuits. There it is. Okay, everyone, there it is. I think it really hit me one day when it was the most beautiful September day, and we're stuck doing one of Mr. Kearns' most particularly dry accounting tests. And you can guess what those poor Pursuits kids had to do. They were outside all day using their propane stoves to cook craft dinner. It's a hard knock life. Yeah, Chris Mo is still curious about that to this day. I can't forget all the amazing athletic teams we had, but I won't need to talk about the successes of our ski team, because Mr. Boisvert has covered that quite sufficiently already. Many of us have been teammates over the years, have tasted sweet victory, agonizing defeat, but one of the things that always shone through was the Viking spirit of intensity. Now, no one embodied this spirit of intense competition more than our own volleyball star, Jacob Wagner. I can remember one volleyball tournament where we were getting destroyed, just completely annihilated, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Jacob Wagner doesn't really like losing at volleyball. Yeah, and so he used his pent-up frustration to, react the only way that he knew best, by unleashing literally the hardest spike I have ever seen. Okay? We all remember how the story went after this. The spike hit the other team's blocker in the face, and Jay Blake was so fired up that he yelled, "Eat it!" Now, Jake's a great guy, and he did feel bad. He apologized, but that didn't help the story from going down in Viking volleyball history. Okay, so right now, I want everyone in this room to just take a second. I want all you guys to think, besides your family, who are the top 3 most important people to you? I want you guys just to take a second and think about this. These are the people that you go to in good times for a laugh, and in bad times when you need a friend the most. I want you to think about these people in your head. Now, I can almost guarantee you that the people you're thinking about are not your new friends from university. They're not your buddies from work. No. You're thinking about people you met right here at GBSS. You're thinking about people who are sitting in this room who are thinking about you right now. And, that's the magic of the school. We weren't just small groups of friends amidst a sea of acquaintances. As a matter of fact, as I look around this room tonight, I find it hard to see anyone who I wouldn't go to share a sad experience, a good laugh, or even just some drinks at a party. And yes, Mr. Armstrong, non-alcoholic drinks. Don't worry. Now, I'm not saying this because I think I'm some sort of incredibly popular socialite or something. No, I'm saying this because I truly believe that our year was special. I really realized this when my friend Christina Kelly came to our school in grade 10. And one of the first things she said to me was, Trav, this school is so weird. And I asked her why, and she said, well, everyone's just so nice. And that's true. And she said our school didn't have cliques or cliques like your school back in Toronto. I think that's something that we really need to appreciate. At our school, we didn't have jocks. We just had friends who played sports. We didn't have preps. We just had friends with sick style. And we didn't have, nerds. We just had friends who got amazing marks. We didn't have gothic death metal kids. We just had friends with poor choices of music. And the point I'm trying to make is that we didn't have any exclusionary groups. We were all truly just friends. And I believe that's something very rare in a high school, and we really need to appreciate that. Although we're all leaving, some things about GBSS will never change, like the fact that people will always ask Mr. Carr if he was the model for the painted Viking in the front. I know I didn't. One thing that will never ever change is the fact that Mr. Downer will always be able to destroy any student in an arm wrestle. Always. While blindfolded and point out his vex stand on a map. One thing for all the parents here tonight. First, I'm sorry that 95% of my stories have been inside jokes with your kids. I truly am. But one thing I do want to say to you guys is this. Thank you. Thank you for raising the amazing kids that I've had the privilege of growing up with. Guys, although this night is about us, I think we owe our parents a quick round of applause. Who drove us to those horrible early morning practices, and the people who picked us up from those amazing late night dances. We owe them a sincere thank you. Now, this school has taught us to keep an open mind and to always stay true to ourselves. We must always remember that it is a virtue to compromise in a situation, but the worst thing we can ever do is compromise ourselves in a situation. I really believe that. Most valedictorian speeches conclude with some epic inspirational quote from some famous philosopher. Judging by the fact that I just said that, it's a pretty safe bet that's not how I'm going to end this speech. Instead, I want us all to think about that familiar poster that we've all seen somewhere in the school. You know the one I'm talking about? The one with the basketball player that says, "You will always miss 100% of the shots you don't take." And, okay, I know it's very cliche, okay, I know, but I think it really does hit home. We have all worked so hard to get here, and we owe it to ourselves to follow our dreams. I know that each and every one of you is the type of person that will go off from here tonight into the world. It will tell those people who say it can't be done to get out of the way because you guys will do it. I know that. We aren't, let's face it guys, we aren't just the average graduating class, okay? And that is why I expect some truly amazing stories from all of you at the reunion 20 years from now. You guys are truly the most amazing people I have ever met, and it has been a sincere honor to be your valedictorian. Thank you. One last thing, sorry. When I was first chosen as valedictorian, I kept hearing the same two orders from people. Half the people were saying, "Trav, you've got to do a rap or I'll be so upset." But the other half were saying, "Trav, I'll be so upset if you ruin this formal speech by doing a rap." So I didn't really know what to do. I thought about it, and I decided they're probably right. It's a formal speech, a rap would ruin it. But then I thought of the announcements and said, forget that, I'm doing it. So this rap is not about homophobia awareness. Ago when Carlos still thought that I should share this. In my quiet moments, find myself reminiscing, thinking about the memories and friends that I'm missing. We'll never forget the values and lessons learned, like reflect, respect, and you'll never leave your bridges burned. You guys were the heart that made our year the best. And I put the G back in GBSS.